Good morning. My name's Michelle, and welcome to my channel. This is my, 18th attempt at creating this video. It is my very first YouTube video, so needless to say, I am a little nervous. So just bear with me. I've decided that this is going to be what it's going to be. And it is going out this time, regardless of what happens. So I wanted to use this opportunity to let you guys get to know me a little bit. So that, we're acquainted as videos start coming up and you guys don't feel like, I just sort of appeared out of nowhere, which I did. Okay. I am a secondary ELA teacher in the Midwest, the American Midwest, for those of you who may be overseas. I am from the central United States. I had great plans to no longer be in the central United States. And then I met my wonderful husband, and he has made, staying in the land of the heat worth it. Most days. I have been diamond painting for roughly 6 months. Couple of days past, or a couple of days short. I'm not entirely sure, but I know I started diamond painting in November. So for the villain origin story, my husband and I decided that we wanted something we could do with the kids, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, because there's so much excitement and so much being done. And it's a wonderful time of the year. But it can also be a time of the year that, we forget to connect. And so my husband and I decided that we wanted to make sure that we spent some time making sure that we were connecting with our children. We are a foster family, so we have one permanent child and 2 kiddos that currently 2 kiddos that our family is embraced. And so we picked some diamond paintings out for everybody. And our oldest, it's all girls right now. Our oldest will be 19 next month. Actually, yeah. And we got Hogwarts for her, and our middle darling daughter loves The Nightmare Before Christmas, so we got Jack and Sally for her. And our youngest darling daughter, I thought, was still into Baby Yoda. Turns out she was not. So she was not as enthusiastic about her kit as the other 2, and that made me feel kind of bad. But Um, my husband got a train because he's very much into trains. And then I ordered a tree of life. Everybody's kits came in except mine. And so we went ahead and got started, and I just told my husband, I was like, hey, I'll just help you with yours if that's okay. And it turned out that for the majority of the people in my family, this was not a pastime that they preferred. My oldest struggles with ADHD, and diamond painting is just not for her. And then my middle one does not have any attention issues. She just didn't enjoy it, which is, perfectly fine. My youngest loves to do it in very short bursts, as her little squirrel doesn't stay on the wheel very well either. My husband has tremors in his hands, and so he was getting really frustrated with drill placement. And I wish I'd known at the time to be like, hey, it's cool. The picture still turns out gorgeous, even if things aren't perfect. But of course, I didn't know that at the time, so I did not encourage him the way that I wish I would have. And he gave it up quite quickly. So I did finish his picture for him, my oldest's picture for her, and my youngest's picture for her, all before my diamond painting even got here. So mine came in, and I did my kit, and the rest, they say, is history. I now have a ridiculous stash. Now, some of that is because I absolutely adore dragons, and I love the mythology, I love the design, I love the work. I have always been drawn to dragons. And so I know it's Year of the Dragon. I know there's a lot of dragon canvases that are out now that will be much, much harder to find, even in 6 months. Now, because I have created a huge stash in half a year or so, my husband and I agreed that we need to go on a very, very low or no buy for the rest of this year. I do plan on letting him know, what I'd like from Black Friday sales and things like that for Christmas. But I won't be doing any more huge buys for this year. We did not make a provision for, dream kits or anything like that. So, that's okay. That's life. That's just the way life works. And so we'll see what happens. My husband does love to gift things to me. So, I'm sure that as I find things and share them with him, as far as like wish lists and things like that go, I'm sure we'll see something new. But it's okay even if we don't, because I have more than enough of a stash to keep all of us very interested for the next 6 months. I am currently working on Santa's Surprise by Randall Spangler for the Dragonlings and Books Randall Spangler event that happens in July. I was unaware of that until just a couple of days ago when a lady that I met on Facebook informed me of it and sent me an invitation to the group, and I quickly joined because the Dragonlings obviously are right up my alley. And then I am also doing the same kit. It's a 50 by 70. It's from Diamond Art Club. I believe that is the only diamond painting company that Spangler has a contract with. I could be wrong. I am not into the art scene. I don't know artists. I don't know works. I mean, I know a couple of artist names, like, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, people like that. Basically everybody's heard of. I can tell you a whole lot more about authors than artists. So I'm hoping to learn more as I go through this diamond painting journey. But, if I don't, and I just continue to create things that make me happy, I'm okay with that too. I'm also doing this same canvas for Diamond Grandma's Christmas in July and Tita's Radiant Red. Or is it Sweet? No, I think it's Tita. I could be wrong about that one too, but I know it's Radiant Red. Or maybe it's Sweet Tea's Radiant Red. There's too many tea names. So I 100% apologize if I messed that up. And in fact, considering that I put 2 names out there, I know that I have messed that up. I do greatly apologize. Names are hard. And I have just learned a lesson that I need to look things up before I start, talking. I complete both budget-friendly and premium canvas kits. I do my best to find, or to only get AI art off of the budget-friendly sites, because I do believe that people should be paid for their work, just as much as I want authors to get paid for their work. I want artists to get paid for theirs. But I will also say again, I don't know enough about the art world and who has created what, that I can't guarantee that I haven't purchased stolen art. I do know the works of people like Michael Whalen and Nene Thomas and Amy Brown, people that have been around since I was a teenager and first started kind of getting into dragons. Their work is fairly recognizable to me, and their style. So I know that I've stayed away from art that looks like it could be theirs. If I have purchased art that is, someone else's inadvertently, then, that is obviously on me. But I feel like the premium companies are giving you an amazing product. Don't get me wrong. And I understand why they have to charge what they have to charge in order to give you that amazing product. But I don't want to gatekeep a pastime, or a craft, or a hobby, or however we want to refer to this. And the price point that premium companies charge can be insurmountable for some people. And I understand the need and the appeal for budget-friendly sites. And kit sizes don't really matter to me. I tend not to do the itty bitty ones like the 20 by 20s. 30 by 30s are even pretty small. And I don't not do them out of any sort of, oh, this isn't good enough, or it's not busy enough, or it's not grand enough sort of thing. I tend not to do them because, at least in what I've seen, they don't turn out with the level of detail that makes me look at it and go, this is pretty, and makes me want to do them. Now a 30 by 30 that has a single subject in it can be freakishly adorable. And I do have some of those. And, especially when I first started diamond painting, I ordered some kits that I'm like, oh, this is going to be amazing. And then I got it and was like, why when I'm done with this, does it just look like a blob? And, obviously learned over time that kit size and amount of detail are important. I work on both rounds and squares. I don't know that I have a preference. At least in terms of like, I enjoy working on both rounds and squares. In fact, my other whip that I'm working on is this like Lisa Frank inspired psychedelic jaguar thing that does not make that kit sound appealing at all. It's really pretty. And it's in a square. Obviously, as you can see, this one isn't around. But I do like having both available around the same time, so that, as I'm working on one, if I am like, oh, this is taking forever, I'm super discouraged, I can switch over to, another one. And I say that this is the first time in my diamond painting journey that I have had more than one work in progress going at the same time. I tend to be a start one, complete one, start one, complete it. But the Jaguar that I was working on, the Lisa Frank inspired one, didn't fit any of the events that I learned about as time went on, and I really wanted to do those events, and so I'm like, okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna make this work, but I'm going to make it work that I have more than one going at a time. And so far, I mean, it's July 2nd, so I've been doing it for, a whole 24 hours. But so far it seems to be going well. And actually, I think I just lied. I usually have a whip at work and one at home. Obviously, as a teacher, it's not like I have a ton of free time. But that's my reward for getting my grading done and my planning done and all the stuff that I need to take care of for the day, is that I can use whatever remaining time to complete or to diamond paint. And it really is, it's worked as an external motivator for me to stay on task and get things taken care of. It has also worked really well as an end of the day stress relief, to kind of switch my brain over from, okay, today may have been, kind of a rough day, technology issues or what have you, and kind of let my brain switch back from teacher mode to mom mode, because with 2 of my 3 kids being having more needs than others, I really need to get my brain into that mode so that I can accommodate them appropriately, and be there for them in a way that they need, and not, be there for them while still being in a mood. Because let's be honest, teachers are human, and sometimes, sometimes moods just happen, right? I really plan on spotlighting some kits. I have not ordered from a ton of different companies. There are still lots and lots of companies that are new to me. In fact, I just learned about one yesterday. So, well, actually, and a different one the day before. So my goal for next year is to order one kit from a new to me company a month, and kind of spotlight that, and unbox it and or unbag it depending on how it comes, and go over the good and the bad, work on it with you guys a little bit, and see what we think. And then obviously, because I am on a no buy until next year, there won't be any haul videos, but that won't stop me from spotlighting kits that are already in my stash, and kind of talking about what's out there, and maybe some of the better ones that I've ran across, than maybe some of the stinkers. Okay? If that sounds like something that you might enjoy in the future, or you just want to check back in and see how this channel grows, see what we go from here, do all the YouTube-y things, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye for now.